Okay, oh dear. Hello and welcome back to the Duelist Adventures of Bruce. And, well, let me just tell you something real quick. I've already recorded this episode. Yes, I already recorded this episode, and the video footage was lost for some unknown reason. It was more my ineptitude at using my software. Yeah, this software is new, so I haven't actually used it that often, only for the past couple of weeks, and generally I sometimes have to configure things about it dependent on what I'm actually recording and so on. But you don't need to know about that. All you need to know is that we had an amazing episode, actually, and I'm extremely irritated. Very, in fact, because you see this person right here? Yeah, this is actually a member of the Southern Slaver faction, and I defeated her in battle. Yeah, I actually defeated her in battle. It was a pretty cool moment, and I did catch it in terms of my reactions on audio, but obviously that's pointless, because unless you want to hear a podcast of me defeating a vassal, that's not really what we're looking for. Otherwise, I've done a number of other things too, and those things are all, well, I don't even know what to say, to be honest, because there's a huge amount of stuff. I recruited a companion, and I got a caravan up and running with him. Okay, so what I did was basically I got a task to deliver Aserai horses once again to Askar, and that's exactly what I did. But before I went to Askar, I sold 5 of them, as I've done in the first episode, and I gained 5,000 cash with that. And then I've just been doing a whole bunch of different tasks for a number of different villages in the area. I went into a bandit hideout, and I did complete a duel against the bandit leader himself, if you can believe it, which is crazy, right? Because usually I'm never able to really do that, and otherwise I set my role as scout, so we're actually going to be gaining scouting skill. And I also purchased a brewery at Askar, because it does have 2 grain villages nearby that is hopefully going to result in some pretty decent gains. You can see here, however, that we're not actually gaining that much in terms of workshop income, so I'm a little bit disappointed by that. But yeah, that all happening was absolutely awful. I did do a little bit of smithing too, by the way, and also upgraded my weapon. My weapon was something that I gained from a drop. Amusingly enough, I got this from defeating the vassal from the Southern Slavers, and this is quite a bit better than my old weapon, which is this, as you can see. So these are the differences in the stats. The damage is quite a bit more. Everything is basically better than the old one. I also gained some new armor as well. This armor was also a drop from somewhere. I think it was a drop from the bandit hideout, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I did do a little bit of smithing too, so my smithing is now at 19 skill. I created 2 two-handed swords, and I sold them for 1,000 each, because personally I feel like if I'm going to be getting weapons in general, as long as they don't sell for like 50,000 or 100,000 or whatever, it's not too imbalanced, and it kind of works thematically, I suppose, at least a little bit. And generally, I did actually gain 2 more of the sword that I'm currently using, and that sword sold for more than what I actually created at the smithy. So take from that what you will. But anyway, we're going to try and do some damage here. Yeah, get it. Yes, nice. Oh, nice, yes. Ooh, did you see how fast we're able to swing? It's super, super nice. Oh, my infantry have been killed. That's not very good. Oh, they all got murdered. They all got murdered by the Aserai archers. Very nice indeed. Alright, so I did also level up my one-handed weapon proficiency quite a bit, and I think I've actually... Haven't I leveled up my clan right now? Didn't my clan just level up? I'm actually not sure about that, but I suppose we'll find out in just a second. Let me just take the loot. Thank you. And no, not yet. Almost. Look at that. We're 1 renown away. 1 renown. All right. Let's take a look at our skills here. We do have another perk in athletics to spec into. Decreases your armor weight by 30%, or While on foot, your weapon handling is increased by 10%. Right, so both of these are absolutely fantastic. I think decreasing armor weight by 30% is going to be better than 10% handling, because if you take a look at the stat of handling right here, handling is 87. So 10% of that is almost 9. So let's just say it's 8.7 basically, right? So 8.7 increased handling is going to make it 95.7, which is actually pretty good. That is pretty good handling skill. You know, that means that we're going to be swinging even faster with this weapon. However, the armor weights. This armor, in comparison to my old armor was 1.3 weight, and this is 8.9. So it is significantly more heavy. So it is going to be a bit problematic in general. But if we say 30% less, okay, so let's have a look. So let's just round up. So 9. Well, that's 0 basically. 1, 1.5, and 0. Okay, so 9, 1.5, so that's 10.5, and then 11.5 basically. Okay, so 11.5, so if we decrease that by 30%, which is pretty good. So that's, so what's 10% of 11? Well, that's what, 1.1, right? So it's 3.3. So we're reducing my weight by 3.3 approximately. Obviously, that's not exact or anything like that, but we're reducing the weight by 3.3, which I think is pretty good, because that basically then means that this robe is only dragging me down by about 6 weight, which I think is pretty nice. And bear in mind that I'm not going to be really purchasing anything else that is higher than 10 weight. So I think that seems pretty good. I think the handling might actually be better, though, at this point. I'm really not sure. This is kind of weird. Okay, I'd actually like to move faster, so I'm going to decrease armor weight. Yeah, going to decrease armor weight, and we'll see what happens with that. I've also been speccing into leadership a little bit more as well, by the way, with my focus points. So we're probably going to be taking that a bit more too, but I'd also like to do scouting, because scouting, as far as I'm aware, is pretty amazing for movement speed and all that stuff. So I'm actually going to be speccing into a bit of scouting here. I did actually level up as well in the Lost episode, and oh, never mind. Seems like the vassal escaped. Well, of course, that is to be expected, of course, but oh well, never mind, never mind. Not too bad. Army of poachers, rival gang. Okay, we're not going to really be dealing with those at all. Okay, so yeah, these are the 2 swords that I sold, by the way. Bonk sword, I sold that. And where's the other sword? Oh, apparently the other sword is not actually here. That's a bit weird, because I sold them to this town. Did someone buy the other sword? The other sword was called Slap Sword. So that's a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure who would buy that, but okay. Right. Okay, so I guess we'll just sell the remaining little bit of the armor that we gain here. I do have a number of desert horses in my inventory as well, and it would kind of make sense for us to go and sell those somewhere. So as you can see, I've got some smithing to be done here, potentially. So let me just smelt these things in just a second. We're gonna, yeah, there we go. We've got a little bit of extra skill going on there, and just gonna do the rest of that. So smithing generally is going to be used only for experience, and very tertiarily, if that is even a thing, for money gains. Because generally I'm not really wanting to have a situation where I'm making so much money from smithing that it is making everything else trivial. So don't really want to do that. Alright. Ooh, this is a new task. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think I know what this is about. Yeah. This is about beating this guy in a round of Sega. I'm not a big fan of this. I do not really like the in-game games that Bannerlord has. I feel like they are extremely confusing, and maybe that's just me, but I think that they are extremely confusing, and I don't understand them at all. So we'll see what happens here. Where's the guy? There's the game host. Okay. Do you play Sega? I am reckoned a master of this game, the traditional pastime of the Aserai. If you're interested in playing, take a seat. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, so this is not going to work out because I have no idea how to play this. Okay, thank you. Okay. You want a deed of land from my employer. I'm here to win it back. Okay. 1,000? Okay, sure. Let's do it. Okay, how to play. We need to look at how to play. Okay, so 2 pawns from each player start on the board as shown. Players take turns placing the rest on any available tile, excluding the center tile. A pawn may be moved orthogonally, 1 tile at a time. A pawn cannot be moved back to the tile that it came from in the previous turn. If a player is unable to move, that player may remove one of the opponent's pawns and still make a move. Capture your opponent's pawns by surrounding them on both sides. If a pawn moves in between 2 opposing pawns, it does not get captured. Okay. So in other words, if there's no jump. Okay. So if you have to jump over. All right. So it's a little bit like Go, but it's also a little bit like drafts, I guess, kind of. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay. Right. So he's placed his over there. So if I place mine here, then we should be okay. Let's see what happens. So I can basically place these anywhere. So if I place this here, he can't take that. Okay, let's see what happens. So if I place this here, he can't take it. Let's place one. Can they do it diagonally, actually? Can they take things diagonally? I don't think so. No, they can't play diagonally. So if I go here... Oh, we can't do the center. We can't do the center. My bad. Okay, so let's place one in the corner. I guess the corners are actually quite useful. Can I not take... Why can't I take this? Why can't I take this one? Is there... Why can't I take that one? Can I take this? I've surrounded it. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Okay, what about if I place this roundabout here, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. As you can quite clearly tell. Yeah, like that. Okay. Oh, that guy's... Okay. And? So? What, Oh, now we start playing. Okay. So now we start playing. So if I... Can I not do that? No, can't do that. Okay, so what about here? No, can't do that. What? Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I can move? Oh, okay, so now I can move. Okay, I think this is... No offense, but I really do not appreciate this. What? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand this one bit, because if I take... No, I didn't... What? I didn't take anything right there? I thought I would have taken this one. Okay. Right. Okay, so if I move here... Okay, I can't move these at all. So if I move here... Choose what? You can't move. Choose one of the opponents? Well, okay. I guess I did that for somehow. Yeah, I have... You know what? Forfeit. No, I know a trap when I see one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm done. I don't care. I don't care. That thing is... No. I thought I understood it, because I thought it was basically like, okay, so you just jump over the various things, and then, you know, you jump over the various the pieces and stuff like that, but that doesn't seem to be how it works. So, bit weird, don't know. don't care at this point. Really, really don't care. I feel like it is kind of unintuitive, but maybe that's just me, because I really do have a hard time understanding these things initially. So do bear that in mind. You are probably much better at it, and that's good for you. I don't really I don't really care about being good at a board game in another game. I don't know. Anyway, I like Gwent. I like Gwent, though, and I'm actually pretty good at Gwent, but not so good at Sega and any of the other games that are included in Bannerlord for some reason. Yeah, maybe it's just because they're... Well, I won't say anything. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. Kill them. Kill these guys. Yeah, get them. Nice. I'm actually really very enjoying seeing the amount of experience that we can gain from our XP mod that shows how much experience we gain from each thing. Look at my athletic skill and my one-handed. They're gaining so much experience right now. It's really cool. All right, so there you go. Another 2.4 renown. I believe that has given us the next level of clan tier, which indeed it has, and we have now gained an additional little bit of renown too. Very good. Nice. I like it. Okay, so let me actually just go back into here. Okay, so there's nothing really to do there. I'd like to find another bandit hideout if at all possible. I think that would be really fun to do that. Oh, okay, so it seems like we now have the ability to rescue our brother. Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. Actually, rescue our siblings or something like that. Yeah, rescue our friends. Okay, escort merchant caravan, not going to be doing that. Rival gang moving in, probably not going to be doing that either. Can we sell the horses for a decent amount? Yep, we can actually sell the horses for a somewhat decent amount at least. And I think we'll probably just sell that. We'll sell these. Is there anything else that I could sell here? I could sell this. I'm actually going to sell this because it sells for 500, which is pretty decent anyway. And, aha, there is the bandit hideout. That is actually hilarious. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Is there anything else I can get here? Yeah, I can get a couple of extra troops. Alright, so here we go. We're going in with some Azerite archers. We've got a whole bunch of master archers, by the way. These guys are leveled up in the time that I was obviously playing before, in the Lost episode. And they're pretty easy, actually. They're pretty easy to level up because they tend to stay alive quite often. Going to tell them to just fire at will here as well, by the way, because it is just much easier to get the archers into a decent situation. And now let's see if I can maybe... Yeah. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage. Oh, yeah. Take him down. Take him down. Now, this is also exactly the reason why I want... Radagoth, you useless imbecile. Did you see that? He literally just ran into two of these guys, and he's got heavy armor on. Look at him. He's got chainmail. He's got chainmail, and he died so incredibly easily. Anyway, this is exactly the reason why I wanted to go for an archery-focused army, because it is going to make it possible for me to head in a... Oh, are you serious? Wow. What damage? What damage? That makes me a terrible duelist right there. Absolutely terrible duelist. You'll be glad to know, though, that I did not go into any other tournaments, because obviously the tournaments, in my opinion, are actually going to be quite fun playing with this kind of style. Unless, obviously, I don't get a one-handed weapon, in which case that's probably not going to work out too well. But, you know, the point is, if I do get a one-handed weapon, it is going to be a very fun spectacle to watch. And even if I do get equipped with a shield, I will be unequipping it as soon as I possibly can. Now, I know that I did a duel in the Lost episode, but I'm not going to be doing that this time. I did succeed, by the way. I did succeed in winning, but I will not be doing it this time because this guy is a special unit, and I do actually want to, well, actually achieve victory. So I'm going to just tell my people to attack, and we'll see if I can maybe do some damage. Okay, oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Oh, that guy was actually a noble unit by the looks of things. So yeah, he was probably he was probably quite good. He was probably quite good. Okay, we lost one master archer in that, but that's okay, I guess. I mean, trading for renown and a little bit of morale and things like that, and being able to actually complete this whole thing is pretty good. And as you can see, this guy is now going to be executed. And that is fine. I will be taking the Azerite peasants because they do level up into Azerite. What? Why? Why? Why is that? What is going on here? Are you serious? Yeah. Well, they're probably going to be changing that, so don't worry about it. Don't worry at all. Yeah, they're going to definitely be normalizing those prices. Hopefully they don't go overboard, because Tailworlds has had a couple of reactions to things that make money exponentially that maybe went a little bit too much. Like, for example, the workshops. You know, the workshops are, well, you could see quite clearly they're kind of meh. And sort of same thing with the caravans as well. The caravans are not that great. So hopefully they won't nerf this too dramatically. I mean, obviously I don't want it to cost 340,000 to sell it. I think that is just way too much. Like, here's the thing. I could very easily just sell this for a massive amount, of course. Goodbye. There we go. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I could technically sell this for a massive amount. I could trade it for extremely good armor if I wanted to do that as well. Like, for example, I could just go to here, and then we could go and buy this. This is actually still within our budget, technically. Still within our weight budget, if you know what I mean. So, technically, we could do that. I think I might like a helmet. But let's actually just see how much this actually sells for. It sells for 108,000. Yeah, it's a bit much, isn't it? Now, this broadsword, I think that is perfectly acceptable. It's a two-handed, sells for 3,000. I think that's a pretty good price for this, so I'm going to be selling that. And we'll buy the this helmet for that. Boom, like that. That's pretty good in my opinion. And we already bought some gloves, and we might want to buy some boots as well while we have the opportunity to do so. Do we have anything actually good here? No, they don't seem to have any boots that are actually any good. So I guess we'll just be leaving it. I could buy this. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Should I buy the better armor with the funds that I'm going to gain from the javelins? I mean, I did gain it from loot, but I still think that the prices are way too inflated, so I don't think I should. But I'd like to hear your opinion on it anyway. Maybe you could let me know. But I don't... Personally, I think that most people will probably say, don't do it, you know? So I probably won't do that. But, you know, it's there anyway in case we want to or whatever. Okay, I'm going to be taking this guy as a companion. And I might actually... Should I make an... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make another caravan. Oh, I don't have a freak... Are you serious? He can't be a caravan? My brother cannot make a caravan? Okay, well, that's actually kind of strange. Alright, well, fine. Not a problem, not a problem. Alright, so otherwise, none of these guys can level up, of course, because I don't have Veterans Respect. So that's not going to work. But I guess what I could do is we could set... Najun, wait a minute, we could set him to something. So what do we want him to be? What is he actually good at? Can we see his skills? He has... Oh, he's a good steward. He's a good steward. He has nothing in medicine, so he's a good steward. So I guess we'll make him a quartermaster, I suppose. There we go. Alright, so I've made my way over to Razich, and I'm going to be selling a couple of my horses here. This is going to reduce my speed pretty considerably, so that's not exactly good because there are a lot of southern slaver vassals in the area, but I only saw them nearby to Hubyar, which is obviously over there, so I don't really think I need to worry too much about it, as we are going to be... Yeah, no way, I'm not doing that task anymore, thank you. But anyway, we are going to be pretty far away, and I shouldn't have to worry too much about it. I'm not gonna... You see, now here's the thing. A lot of people have said in the past to me that the Train Troops quest is actually pretty easy. But in the past, when I've tried to do it, maybe they've revamped it since then, but in the past, I have not really had the greatest of success. And generally, I would try to, well, stay away from the tasks that generally tend to be quite long and drawn out. And generally the only reason why I did the in and out one is purely because I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see what it's all about. Shake it all about. You know, that kind of stuff. That's basically what I was aiming for there. So yeah, but otherwise, I would like if I could maybe find a task that is actually going to be doable for us. Apparently there are no tasks. That is actually kind of weird. Don't know why that is. I do have 18,000 gold, so theoretically I should be able to do something. Oh, yeah. Okay, in the lost episode, I'm going to continue referencing the lost episode in this one at least, because, you know, there were a number of things that I did that I thought were pretty cool, but obviously you didn't see those, so how irritating, eh? Yeah, super irritating. Okay, wait a minute. Gonna give him this. He's gonna use a sword instead. And he is gonna use a shield because, let's face it, he probably needs it, right? And do we have anything here that I can potentially give him that's actually gonna be a little bit better than what he has? Yep, there we go. Wait a minute. This is buying him some stuff, isn't it? Yeah, this is buying him some stuff. Not a big fan of buying him stuff, actually. Considering I don't have a huge... I mean, I do have quite a lot of money for this point in the game, but I don't really want to spend too much on him. So we're just going to buy something just a little bit better than what we currently have. There we go. That's pretty decent for him. And do we have any... Yes, okay, there we go. And what about some gloves? Do we have any gloves somewhere? Yep, there we go. We do have some gloves. There we go. All right, that seems pretty good to me. And we're going to be spending 3,200. Ugh, not a big fan of that, I gotta say. But I found a different way of doing this quest. Now, you may think, ooh, that's cool, because obviously in the previous episode, we had some huge issues doing the Army of Poachers quest, but I had to change my thinking a little bit on this. Had to change my strategy and think about how I was going to beat ranged units with primarily units that are not carrying shields. I'm actually going to be attacking these looters if I can. Are they moving faster than me? No, they're not moving faster than me. Okay, so that's good. But yeah, so I had to change my strategy and my tactics in order to get close enough to them to be able to deal damage without dying from a hail of arrows. So generally, I will try to show you that if I can once we head into the village in just a moment after we have dealt with these ruffians. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to try and put these guys around about here. Oh yeah, by the way, you know that... that crazed man that I had join my army in the previous episode that I was hopeful that I'd be able to keep alive until such a time when he could level up into an absolute monster unit? Yeah, that would have been fantastic, wouldn't it? It would have if he hadn't died by one of those poachers. Just one. Just one of the poachers decided that he was going to go over to where the crazed man was and kill him. So it really didn't do too well for me, unfortunately. Get him! Yeah, there we go. Kill them all. Kill them all. Thank you. Nice damage, and he's done. There we go. And now the rest of them will be running, and hopefully some of my archers will be able to kill them. Yeah, there we go. Take them down. Nice. All right, so we did end up losing one recruit, which is not a big deal at all. Pretty nice. And we were able to complete the task. Actually, not the task, but we were able to complete the battle. I'm hopeful that I'm just, future seeing at this point, because I'm going into this village, and hopefully we're going to be perfectly fine to complete it. And it has just gone past the time that we could get attacked by the poachers, so I should have a full 12 hours worth of restoration, which is going to be pretty good because I am at 53% HP. And my one-handed skill is at 75 right now, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so obviously I've taken a look at these perks before. Both of them are basically useless because I'm not going to be using a shield, although I am going to be using a shield when I go into a siege, but that is the only time I will do that. Let's level up my scouting skill a little bit more, and then we will wait here for some time, and we'll wait until the poachers see fit to attack us. Alright, here we go. There are 17 of them. Now, poachers are not exactly great. They're tier 2 units, so obviously they're not going to be super powerful or anything like that, but they have proven to be quite harsh in the past. Now, here's my new strategy. I wonder whether you can already tell what it's going to be. You probably can, because you probably know how to beat the poachers without a shield already. If you've played a two-handed character or something like that that doesn't necessarily have a shield equipped, then, you know, you'll probably know what I'm going to do. But basically, it all comes down to waiting behind this building. Yes, that's it. It just comes down to waiting behind a building and having them come close enough to you to be able to do something. So that's it. That's my strategy. And I was able to utilize this in the Lost episode extremely well to get the... there we go, there we go. They're actually coming in already. That's fantastic. Yeah, so extremely well. And literally, all I have to do now, boom, just kill them. Just kill them all. Oh, wait a minute. Don't die now. That would be bad. Oh, he's running. Look at him. He's putting on the jets. He's putting on the jets. He's running like no one's business. What? Okay, wow. That guy is insanely fast. I really wish I could run that fast. Oh well, never mind. 2.5 renown. We didn't lose anyone, of course, because of our amazing strategy, which everyone has. Or everyone has tried and indeed done before me, but still. That was pretty good, at least. So we've completed that, and now the relation has increased as well, which is pretty good, Okay, so there is actually another village over here, which I never usually go to, and it seems to have a couple of, might have some horses for a decent enough price. I might also go over to the nearby village for iron as well, but obviously at this point, I'm not really focusing on trading, but if I see something that's going to be pretty cheap, then I might as well buy it anyway, and we'll see what happens, but, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything about that, to be honest. I'd like to just focus on doing tasks and maybe be on the lookout for... Ooh, yeah, this might be cool. But yeah, be on the lookout for some decent loot, decent vassals that we might be able to fight and stuff like that. And we do have 5 Aserai horses that we could potentially sell. So I'm thinking... Ortengard is pretty far away. Do I have enough? 4 days. I don't know whether I'm going to have enough time, but I'm going to go to Danustica real quick because I think they might have decent prices for horses. And if they don't have decent prices, then not that big a deal. You know, we should be able to do quite well in general because it is basically free money. It's pretty much money that they've given us for free, and I can pretty much just sell half of it at least, and then gain a decent amount. So even if I don't get to sell it for a massive amount... Oh, look at that. Boom. 5,700. These are war horses. Yeah, these are war horses. That's why they sell for such an extreme amount. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna see about getting another companion. Gonna get her to join us, and then I'm actually going to go and see if I can get another caravan up and running. So let's do that. There we go. And generally, these are primarily going to be the main reason why I'm able to pay for my army, at least initially, until I'm able to get my first fief. That's pretty much it. And I think I could probably become a vassal right now of the Aserai, but I was actually thinking that maybe it would be a cool idea to try to create my own faction just straight away. Just literally take something, which is going to be insanely difficult, by the way, but just take something straight up and then just make my own faction like that, which I don't know whether that's going to work, but maybe we can try it. We'll see whether it actually is even possible, because it might not even be possible to do that. I mean, if I continue fighting bandits and stuff like that, and continue fighting these neutral, or should we say, these extra clans that have been added to the game, then it might very well be possible that I'll be able to do it. Okay, wait a minute. There are 2 people called Poison here. Okay, so there you go. Done. Alright, nice. Gain a little bit of a skill point there, and we are able to now buy some additional things. Might want to buy some step horses, actually. Look at that. They actually buy for not a bad price. So I'm going to buy a couple of those, and then we're just going to be selling the remaining little bit of our loot that we gained. And we'll sell all of these, not the javelins, of course. And there we go. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We're seemingly doing quite well. And hopefully we're going to be doing even better in the next episodes. And that will be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. It is greatly appreciated. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.